fathers, seminarians, brothers, sisters, and my dear faithful. It is a great joy that we begin this new academic year. So from tomorrow, you are starting a new year. So before we start, I want you to ask some few questions, simple but important. Why are you here? Why? The answer is very simple, because we are here to be formed as a priest, to become a priest, to prepare ourselves for this priesthood. Why? Why? Well, the answer is even more simple and obvious, because this is the will of God, that we become a priest. What is the will of God? What is the will of God? It is the will of God that we become another Christ. We become what Christ was, and we do what Christ did. This is the will of God for us. The question is, what did Christ do? Why he came in the first place? This answer we will sing shortly in the Creed, Propter Nostrum Salutem Descendit, for the salvation of our souls. For the salvation of souls he came. This is the purpose of incarnation, motive of incarnation. It is why he came down. It is why you are here. So Christ is essentially and preeminently a missionary. It is one thing he wanted to do. It is the will of God that he save souls. For our salvation, he came to this world. It is the purpose why he came. Is this the purpose why you are here? Is this why you are here? Why have you come? One day, a few people asked our Lord, show us a sign. Tell us you are Christ. Show us a sign. Give us a sign. And he said, sign of Jonas will be given. Sign of Jonas. Why Jonas? Why a minor prophet? He's not even a major prophet. Why minor prophet? Who is this Jonas? And what does he have to do with our Lord? And what does he have to do with our academic year? My dear seminarians, I think there is an important lesson for us. As we enter into a new year, we can learn. Our Lord compares himself to Jonas. Who is this Jonas? Who is this Jonas? As you know, we don't know much about Jonas. In the book of Jonas, there is only one event that happened in his life is recorded. One event. And it is that event our Lord is referring to. Who is this Jonas? Who is this Jonas? As you know, this book of Jonas is very simple. It has only 4 chapters. In the first chapter, we see Jonas is given a task. God asked him to do something, and you know what he did? He fled. He went to the opposite direction. He did not want to do this. Why? Not because he hated God, because he thought this task is too much. Why did Jonas flee? Why did Jonas flee? He fled because he's just like us, a little soul, a weak, imperfect. When we face this immense task of converting this whole world, we don't think we can do this. We are not St. Francis Xavier. We are not St. Paul. We are not Archbishop Lefebvre. We are not. So our first reaction is, no, I don't think we can do this. Jonas did exactly what we would do, or what we are doing right now. Sometimes we flee the will of God. And the second chapter is when Jonas, as you know the story, he's thrown overboard and he was swallowed by a big fish, a whale. And he spends 3 days inside that whale, reflecting. He did a 3-day retreat inside that fish, reflecting. And what was he reflecting? He realized, well, he knew already that he's weak, little, imperfect, he's not capable of doing great things. He realized that God knows that too. God knows that he's weak, he's little, he's imperfect, he's fragile. This he realized. Not only that, he realized something else. So many times he has abandoned God, so many times. But he realized something new. But God never abandoned him. He was always after him. My dear seminarians, we should imitate, we should reflect the same thing. Yes, we are weak, we are little, we are incapable of many great things. We are incapable of anything, basically. But God knows that too. God knows that too. And if we have abandoned God so many times, we must realize that it is us who abandoned God. God did not abandon. He's still giving us this grace, this beautiful grace, so many graces. A new year, traditional faith. Soon, for some of you, priesthood. What a grace. What a grace. Yes, we are unworthy, but God is calling us. He knows. He knows that we are not St. Francis Xavier. He knows we are not Archbishop Lafayette. He knows. And yet, He's calling us to this priesthood. And in the chapter 3, he arrives in Nineveh, where he is supposed to be. And he preaches 3-day parish mission. He goes around and he preaches. And what happens? What happens? Something spectacular happens. Something extraordinary. Why? Because the whole kingdom converts. This has never been seen before in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. One minor prophet, preaches 3 days, and the whole kingdom converts. From the king down to the animal, they all convert. 3 days ago, they were on the brink of destruction. They were displeasing God so much that God wanted to destroy them. 3 days later, they were so pleasing to God. They were so pleasing to God. They converted. There was a mass conversion of the whole kingdom. Again, as I said, you don't read about this missionary story anywhere else, at least to this level. Anywhere else in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. One preacher, 3-day sermon, the whole kingdom converts. What a story. What a story. What a great miracle God accomplished through this instrument. Through this instrument. And the key is chapter 4. Jonas was angry. Jonas was not happy with what God did to Nineveh. Why? Why? Because Jonas, even though he believed in justice of God, he did not believe in the mercy of God. In the mercy of God. So what is the lesson for us as we are beginning this new academic year? My dear seminarians, if Jonas, who did not believe in the justice of God, and yet he could do this great wonder, how much more we can? We who believe in charity, credidimus caritati, is this not our motto? We who believe in this beautiful charity of God, can we not outdo Jonas? Can we not outdo? How many more souls we should be converting? We who believe not only in the justice of God, but in the mercy of God. We know this. We know this. So as you are beginning this new year, there are 2 Ninevehs for you also to convert. This is the will of God, that you should convert to Nineveh. Go and preach. The first Nineveh is within you. You must become a saint. You must convert yourself. You must have this burning desire to become a saint. Not a simple saint, but a great saint. A great saint. This you have to do. This is the will of God. This is why you are here. To become a saint. Not a simple saint, but a great saint. It is not the white cassock that makes you a missionary. No. It's that burning heart that makes you a missionary. First, you must convert yourself. This is your Nineveh, your soul. You must become a saint. And there is a second Nineveh. And the second Nineveh is your duty of state. You must sanctify whatever you do so that you can save souls. Whatever it is, whether it's learning Latin, doing dishes, doing garden, serving mass, whatever it is. You can sanctify that action and save souls. Save very many souls. Not few, but many. You must have that desire. You must have that desire. So, my dear seminarians, your missionary life will not begin, or at least it doesn't begin after you receive your first assignment or any assignment. No. It begins today, here and now. You can save souls not after you go to an assignment. No. You can save souls, and you must save souls now, here and now. It starts today. This new academic year is an opportunity to save very many souls. Very many souls. So I end this with this remark. So this is an act of faith. We are going to make it in shortly. Christ came for salvation of souls. Propter nostrum salutem descendit. My dear seminarians, why have you come? Why have you come? Why are you here? In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.